You already know this is about to be stupid.
How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your face me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa, this a new range, new page. Got me in a new country, new stage. I ain't signed no deal, I'm too paid. I do not have chill, I'm too crazy. I do not take L's, I'm too Brady. I might be frosted, I'm not flaky. Don't know what it cost me, it's all gravy. Turn on that faucet and just pay me. Whoa, we gon' get it, bring it back. Maybe Donald is a Mac. Couple bottles, empty glass. New machine, I'm sending facts. Bump the headline, check the facts. I'm not a gangster, but I'm a gorilla. Hop on them drums when I'm feeling J Dilla. Come get your lady, cause I'm a just stiller. How about the range, whoa? Hey, yeah, I'm feeling strange, whoa. How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your face me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa, there's no comparison. Black in America, little too arrogant. I just embarrass y'all niggas irrelevant. I shouldn't mention it, that's royal etiquette. Out of my element, way too intelligent. Grab you a therapist, send him my sentiments. Neck full of sediments, caught me a Tesla and skirt through the valley. Dropped an investment in Silicon Valley. All of this cake, but I'm missing the patty. Might mess around and just move to Miami. Drums are so loud that they break in the chassis. King of the grass like I'm Lionel Messi. I am not crass, but my mental is messy. Mud in my glass while my pencil is sketching. All these rappers, but no one impressed me. Most of them actors I labels as testing. How about the range, whoa? Hey, yeah, I'm feeling strange, whoa. How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your face me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa. How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your face me. How about the range? Whoa. Yeah, I'm feeling strange. Whoa.
It's been a while since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah.
Aye, East Coast with that gang, West Coast with that gang, Global with that gang. You know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang, West Coast with that gang, Global with that gang. You know we don't play gang, East Coast with that gang, West Coast with that gang, Global with that gang. You know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang, West Coast with that gang, Global with that gang. Yeah, you know we don't play gang. I bless, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a puddle. Ay, oh, I swear I'm delusional. These niggas, they using me. They want my energy, ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me. What's gotten into me? They say I'm using their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Ay, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah. They are controlling the youth, agenda abusing them, nigga. We losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them. That's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act. Fucking low key with a Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got to that. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beer, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang, West Coast with that gang, Global with that gang. You know we don't play gangs, yeah. East Coast with that gang, West Coast with that gang, Global with that gang. You know we don't play gangs.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Here's the thing.
Go to the fucking gym!
Fat phobia.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people.
I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
I got hairy legs.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Ooh, welcome everyone to episode 23 Hundo and 11 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Twincast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. And today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexing on all you beasts.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
There. Now. Let's get this beard in full focus. Let me tighten up that bad boy. Ooh, yeah, there it is. What's going on, fam? How are we doing? Welcome, Base Bunny, Bearded Filipino, Teacap Sarah. How we doing? Heidi, Frank in the house, Jen, Nancy, Julian. How are we doing, fam? Let's fucking go. Let's get a little America. Welcome to Swole Slut Saturday. Let's kick off today's episode. If you're brand new, check out the links in the description down below. Leave us a review, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you can leave a review. And of course, fam, we're live. So share the stream right now. Share that shit. Let's fucking go. Share the show. Now we're live. Share. All right, it's Swole Slut Saturday. We're going to get into some tip, and we're then going to run right into some questions. And of course, we are going to go deep. So without further ado, let's say hi to the Tainty Man. Oh, he's laying there like only the Tainty Man can. What's up, Rufus? Did I wake you? I'm sorry, did I wake you? What was that all about, dude? All right, welcome to the show, Rufus. Very nice. Little Tainty Man, a little Tainty boy.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
All right, let's fucking go. I agree, Walter. First show. Hey-oh, Walter, welcome to the... Welcome. Let's get some fucking gorillas and some biceps. Walter, first show? Fuck yeah. Let's go. Popping cherries. You gotta drop some cherries in the comments down below. The first show or two is a little bit uncomfortable, a little rough. It might sting a little bit, but then once you loosen up, it just keeps on getting better. All right, let's get into today's episode. Let's summon the Falcon. Let's have a great show. Here we go. Beaches, drum roll, please. Falcon. Nailed it. I present to you some Swole Slut action. All right, drop it in the comments down below. But remember, you might not want to write Swole Slut. You could just drop SSS. Hashtag SSS in the comments. That'll do, pig. That'll do. That'll do just fine. Hashtag triple S. Let's get into that tip. Everyone moisturize and spit on it. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. It's It's actually hot as fucking balls outside, but I mean, it's still, we still got to get that in there. Let's do it. Let's push it in and take a nice deep breath. We'll get started with our first Swole fan post. This one is from Gator Bell from the Discord. Ladies, how do you do it? I'm struggling with being consistent between a full-time job that I have to be up for at 5 a.m., an hour commute to and from work, cooking, house cleaning, walking the dog several times a day, trying to spend time with my husband. I am spent. I get about an hour to 2 hour window of free time a day, and by then I am physically and mentally exhausted. I feel like a zombie running off fumes. I keep telling myself I can do this. My body is screaming for help. I plan a routine. I get excited for it, but in the end, I'm just too damn tired, and it's like I can't find a balance. Well, you are not alone. See, we all have the same 24 hours in the day. Here's the thing: when it comes to too damn tired, you're making an excuse. And I'm not saying you sounds like you got a lot on your plate, but you're not giving yourself any of that. So you're working at a full-time job, so that's draining you. Your commute is ridiculous. An hour commute to and from work, that's ridiculous. That's a big waste of time. And I'm just saying, it's an hour to work and an hour back. That's 2 hours a day of your entire life. That's 14 hours a week. That's, what is that, times 4? That's 56 hours a month and times 12. I mean, that's a lot of time wasted. I mean, of course, you could bang your ear holes to the podcast. House cleaning, okay. Cooking, all right. Walking the dog, all right. Trying to spend time with your husband, got it. It's going to be hard to work out first, but I would recommend, you got to invest in yourself. You got to invest in yourself. And this is pillar number 4. Lacey says, make yourself a priority. Frank says you can't pour from an empty cup. And that's pillar number 4. You can't pour from an empty cup. And if you just make excuses, I'm too damn tired. Yeah, but if you're planning a routine and you're not doing it, then you're not really planning a routine. Time management is everything. So you can still get it done. You can still get up half an hour earlier, maybe get to sleep earlier, half an hour. Maybe you could train with your husband and that can be together time. I'm not sure. What's he doing? What's your husband doing? What's he doing? Just curious. Like, what's he doing? Is he walking the dog? Is he doing any cooking? What's he up to? I mean, you walk the dog several times a day. Where do you live? I'm curious. There's more here. There's more here to unpack. And I don't know if Gator Bell is under a different screen name watching live, but you got to make yourself a priority. You're not going to be any good for your dog or for your husband if you are drained and not filling your cup. You need to take care of yourself first. It's okay to have a busy day. It's okay to have a physical day. It's okay to be working long hours. But if you're leaving yourself and your training last, that's not going to work out. You're going to make excuses. And like you said, you're too tired. Of course, after a long day, you're going to be too tired. Of course, there's every excuse in the book possible after a long day. Let's take a post here from Jacob. I'm curious as to what else is going on. There's more there to unpack. I mean, if you have a husband, then there should be some sort of, there should be a partnership there. Anyway, Jacob, on the eve of my 30th birthday, I was looking back on some old photos and 2016 really stood out to me. All of the above photos are from that year. I believe this was my lowest point physically, mentally. I was in a good place. My lowest point physically, mentally, I was in a good place. I just got married. I just found out the sex of my unborn daughter. One of my best friends was about to get married, but something was wrong with me. I was killing myself slowly. I needed to do something about it. Unfortunately, it would take another 6 months for me to decide that I needed to, and another 4 to be serious about it. Thankfully, I corrected my ways. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm definitely far from the person I was. That is what's up.
So you can. The little rascal has spirit.
That's awesome. And, you said you were at your lowest point. Mentally, you're in a good place. If you're not physically in a good place, then you're not mentally in a good place. You might have felt okay, but you could have been on a higher high, so to speak. All right. So if you're not physically well, mentally is going to be severely, severely capped. So thank you so much for sharing. You look 1,000 times better, and I'm glad that now you have the physical improvements to boot. Good for you, Jacob. Thanks for keeping us posted as always. And that fucking beard that's on point. Beard's on point. Let's see here. Citrine says maybe think of moving if your job is an hour away. That's That's ridiculous. To spend an hour driving each way, there are other jobs out there. I don't know where you live that you need to drive an hour to work, but if that's the case, I would recommend a change of profession or something. The amount of time that you'll save and the stress. Imagine if you had, maybe it's a little bit of a lower paying job, but you only have a 15 or 20 minute commute. There you go. If you do 20 minutes, you have 40 minutes. There's an hour and I can't do math. 40 minutes each way, an hour and 20 minutes. There's your workout right there. Not to mention the improvements and the lack of stress from the commute. An hour commute, especially if you're driving. If you're driving, you can listen to podcasts and stuff. If you're on a train or a bus or something like that, if you do a train commute, you can actually multitask. You can do work, while you're on the train. But still, commutes are absurd, especially nowadays. Just saying. Everyone's in a different situation, but I'm concerned. I'm curious about what the husband's up to in that relationship. Matt writes, I know it's not about the number on the scale, but seeing it go down just feels good. I'm now within single digits of my goal weight, but nothing will change. I'm still going to smash my 7 pillars, still smash some weights, smash some yoga, smash some hydration, and smash some fucking steak and eggs. My God, Matt is just destroying things, just smashing everything. My weight loss will be a byproduct of my health, not weight loss in spite of my health. Hope the fam is making some sick fucking gains today, and I know y'all are going to the fucking gym. Indeed, the Swole fam certainly is going to the fucking gym. Thanks for sharing, Matt. Keep on crushing it. All right, we got 2 more posts. This one's from Nancy, and she writes, when I started my rehab on my knee in late February, early March, my quad muscle wouldn't even engage. I had to retrain my brain to get it to move. Now I'm easily doing 3 sets of 10, 80 pounds on the leg press machine. I'm so happy to have my knee back and I can work out again. Very nice. Nancy, make sure you're getting in on those knee, hip, and ankle mobility masterclasses. And I would recommend doing reverse sled. That will amplify your rehabilitation. Reverse sled is one of the most important things you can do for knee health. It's fantastic. And you could even do it inside the house if you don't have a lot of space. You could do it on a carpet. If you have one of those spud sleds, you can just drag things around on a blanket or on a little rubber sled. Nick writes from the Swole Fam discussion boards on Swolenormous X, pillar number 2, nutrition, in that section if you want to check it out. Swole Fam, in regards to Celtic sea salt, the pieces of it are much larger than standard cruising model table salt. Cruising model? Do y'all put in a grinder or use as is? Thanks, fam. There's 2 different kinds. You can get light gray or you can get the ground. So you can get it fine. You can get the fine ground Celtic sea salt, or just get a ceramic grinder. You don't want to get metal or anything like that, or plastic. Make sure you don't get plastic. You can get a ceramic grinder, or you can get a mortar and pestle. We have that. It's like stone. You just kind of crush it up and then take a pinch and throw it in. But you can get the fine ground. So there's different choices there. You could also check out Redmond Real Salt. You can get that in coarse too, but I prefer coarse. I like crushing the salt. I feel like I'm like, in my opinion, it's cleaner because you're busting it open. Yeah. Less surface area. It's going to be more moist, or maybe the nutrients or the minerals are better preserved. But I also like just grinding the salt. I like that action of I feel like I'm popping open the salt. It's delicious. So check that out. Lila says, I really do appreciate the feedback. So for those of you that are, husbands, wives that have any ideas or any insights that you want to add based on whose post was it? Gator Bells, based on Gator Bell's post, the first one that we read, just drop in the comments and I'll read them. Lila says, as a wife and a mom, prep and division of responsibilities. Don't expect perfection. Prep 3 meals on Sunday and you've given yourself 3.5 hours a week, or 3+ hours a week. Yeah. So Gator Bell was talking about between cooking and all that stuff. Cooking is, you can prep in advance. And also, I'm just saying, it depends on obviously an individual or anyone's financial situation, but potentially for every 2 weeks or once a week for maybe like $100 and change, depending on where you live, you can get someone or 2 people to clean your house. So that's a game changer. If you have a house, if you have someone that comes and cleans up, especially if you have dogs or you're running around a lot, they can do like the deep cleaning like once every 2 weeks. I know it's an investment, but if you're driving 2 hours, the salary or, that the pay better be worth that commute. It can relieve a lot of stress. If that's a real strain for you, then the investment's worth it. Remember, money is storage of your human time. So essentially, when you use money, you're buying back your time. So in other words, don't waste your money. Don't sell your time. Don't let people rob your time. Use money in order to gain more time or to protect your time. Okay. Let's see. Let's take some questions. Let's move into some knowledge cock. If you got a question, drop in the comments down below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio.
I got hairy legs.
Ah, me too. Me too. At least I'm not a dictator. All right. Let's see. Uzi Timor. Let's see a question. I love the intensity of pain that comes from working out and all, but how do you stop sore muscles? LOL. Well, you don't. If you're training properly, you're going to be sore. That's just micro tears. You're causing trauma in the muscles. So don't think that you're going to work out and just not get sore anymore. If you're not getting sore or you're not pushing yourself, you're not going to keep on making progress. So you can make sure you're getting proper electrolytes in, better sleep, use sauna, cold plunge, proper nutrition, mobility, foam rolling, stretching, all these different types of things can maybe aid in recovery. That's why active recovery is important. It's important to not just do a ton of overload and then just sit there for a couple of days until your next workout. You're going to get stiff. Your body isn't going to repair as well. So make sure that you are understanding what that soreness is. It's not like hydrating or eating food or even getting better sleep is going to take away all the soreness. But you shouldn't be chasing soreness either. But being sore is normal. I mean, you're fucking destroying your body when you're training. You're breaking down muscle tissue. You're tearing the fibers. You're causing trauma. So soreness is part of the program. Marissa says, 1 vote here for cleaning help. Money worth spent. Time is money. God damn right. We have a great couple ladies that come here. And look, it's an investment. But there is a lot of stress because we have 3 dogs. I train. A lot of you have seen my gym. You haven't seen some of the new updates. We've hung up a bunch of, all the bars are off the ground. All the bars are on the wall. All the maces are on the wall. It looks fucking sick. And even more importantly, it's just functionally sick. It's so awesome. So I'm starting to really get the gym together finally. I've been talking about that for a long time, wanting to do it, but finally started figuring out what the plan is. On a side note, the wall that I was going to bolt and have like a folding rack there's just no concrete. I thought there was concrete there, but it's just a fucking just nothing. There's nothing in it. So gonna have to pivot, and I'm looking at some other racks, but I have some good ideas that will, anyway, we can talk more about that in like a round table that we'll have coming up this week or whatever. Anyway, there's a lot of chalk and dust and hair. There's a lot of animals. I have a lot of hair. Mama Swole has a ton of hair. Everyone sheds. The dogs are all hairy as fuck. And I'm inside and out all day long. So a lot of dirt and so we have women that clean because I can't keep it clean. Mama Swole can't keep it clean. She's working. She's in and out. I'm busy. I'm doing stuff. It's the best money ever spent. And I'm not saying everyone has that ability to do so, but I'm also not buying Rolex watches. I'm not driving fancy cars. I'm not spending my money on, I'm not spending money going out to meals, and I'm not wasting my money on other shit. I'm buying my time back, which gives me a lot of peace of mind. I don't have to stress about it. And it makes our relationship better because we're not down each other's throats with like cleaning or messing around. Like, this is over here and this is dirty and this. We don't have to do that. Of course, we try to keep it relatively tidy, but we don't have to over obsess with it because it's going to get cleaned and it's not going to be our time that's on the chopping block. So it's very important, especially if you have a house. Just some thoughts. You have to think about how you're utilizing your money better. Many people. Super Color Bee. Papa Swole, I got 2 questions. First question, does bulking help you grow taller as a teenager? Second question, is a lot of healthy fat bad during a bulk? No, the quality of the food is the most important thing. Healthy fat is healthy. So you're just kind of, stating the obvious there. Healthy fat is good for you. We're talking about saturated animal fats, of course. Bulking help you grow taller as a teenager? I would say proper nutrition would definitely help guide you taller, but that's genetics as well. So getting the proper nutrition would definitely be beneficial for strong bones and for growing properly. Quality sleep is essential. Most teenagers get terrible sleep, so prioritizing that. In terms of bulking, I don't think eating more is going to help you grow taller, but if you have nutrient deficiencies, it can definitely have issues with with bones growing. To what extent, I think that would vary. Pedro, did you use the new bar, the Transformer? I did today. It's awesome. It's fantastic. A little weird trying to like move those things. It ain't smooth. It ain't smooth trying to adjust like, but I'm assuming it's just because it's, new. It needs to be, that part needs to be oiled, like the pegs when you're adjusting them. It's kind of a fucking pain in the ass. I'm like, why isn't this coming out? So I'm sure I'll probably loosen up a little bit, or I just put some grease on there, or just as it gets used more, it'll probably get better. Wax, what's that baseball bat weight in your video? The big wood one? I think it's like 10 or 11 pounds. I think it's like 5 kilograms. Methinks. I haven't weighed it. It's an approximation because it's wood. It's not, they're all one of a kind. So it's different than steel when they stamp it out. Boom. Same thing. You okay, buddy? You okay? See, I got you that nice bed to lie the other direction, and he lays like that. Okay. Aww. Look at those paws. Rufus, you good? You good, buddy? And he's out. All right, let's see what we got here. Heidi, Papa Swole, I've been given a goal of 180 grams of protein each day by my trainer. I think that is way too much. I can't eat that much food. I could use your advice on this. I'm 215 pounds, 5'11" for reference. Thanks, Papa. Yeah, especially as a female, you're not going to need that much. What's your body fat percentage? Do you know by any chance? You're probably not going to need that much. That sounds like, someone do the math on that. Is that 0.8 grams per pound of body weight? You likely don't need that much. So you could make up the difference with fat and just keep the carbs lower. Sounds like a lot more than you probably need, especially since you're probably trying to lose weight at 215, 5'11". Citrine, what about 100 grams of protein a day for health? Well, it depends on what you're doing. So it depends on how much lean mass you have. It depends on your training protocols. It depends on your age. There's a lot of different factors. Protein is great. Protein's great. For 5'4", like how much do you weigh? You don't need to go by body weight, because a lot of people, if you're obese, I'm not saying you are, Citrine, but if you're obese, you don't have to eat protein to match your fat weight, right? It's about your lean mass. So the leaner you are and the heavier you are, obviously the protein is going to be required in order to maintain, not in addition to the stress, in addition to the training, the protein is going to be required to maintain the muscle tissue. So, it really depends on your lean mass more so than your overall body weight. So that's where body fat percentage comes into play. And it's an approximation. You might feel better with a little bit more. You might feel better with a little bit less, but usually somewhere around like 0.8 grams per pound of body weight. And the reason why it's 0.8 is because it usually takes into a percentage. Like if you do 0.8, what's that, 20%? So it's about 20% body fat. So 0.8 is a ballpark for the average person that might be in like the lower 20s in terms of body fat. So you don't have to eat protein to match the fat weight. So it's not really your total weight that's important. It's more about your lean mass. Grizzly, when are we going to get a tour of the home gym? Well, it's under construction. I have a video in I think the last Swole Motion that kind of showed a little bit in the background. Might do a little bit of an update with some of the new stuff in there, but it's still a work in progress. So if you all want a video or a little bit of a walkthrough, we can do that. You might want to see it. You might like to see it in terms of where it is now and then maybe some updates. So maybe we'll do a Swole Motion for this week or something like that. Nick Story, what's your take on Greg Doucette's main gaining? For the record, I've only maybe seen a couple clips of his content. One, I can't stand his voice. I don't watch any of his stuff. So I really don't know anything that he does aside from what I've heard. He's an overpriced cookbook, and I hear a lot about French toast, and I know he's about calories in, calories out, which is fundamentally not something I agree with. It's all about food quality. And I think it's a shame that people that have large followings still prescribe to this calories in, calories out, eat whatever the fuck you want, essentially. So I know nothing about what he says. I don't know what the hell main gaining is, but I think you're describing it here, which is being able to eat at a maintenance calories and still put on muscle. He promotes main gaining over bulking, cutting, legit, or BS. I have no opinion on it. It's really important on the individual. Everyone's going to be a little bit different. So everyone's starting at a different point. Some people are, it's going to depend on how much experience you have in the gym. It's going to depend on how much body fat you have. I'm not a big fan of bulking and cutting. I used to be, I'm not. So I guess my personal opinion on this is kind of correlative to that. But it really depends on what you're eating. If you're cutting out inflammation, the quality of your training, the quality of, like I said, the calories you're consuming, the quality of your recovery. So if you have like maintenance calories, if you're eating maintenance calories, you're not going to be putting on muscle. That's pretty much what that is defined as. However, if you're eating maintenance calories, you might be eating in a little bit of caloric abundance, but if you're cutting out on carbohydrates and losing water and you have extra body fat that's being metabolized, you might build muscle, but you're also losing fat. That's kind of like recomping. I think if you're doing any kind of, you want to gain overall mass or lose overall mass, I think people need to be in like the few hundred calorie surplus or deficit rather than do like 1,000 calories or 1,000 calorie cut or 1,000 calorie over. I think so many people do that. And the only way you're getting, really, if you're eating quality foods that we talk about, if you're eating in a surplus, and the only way you'd be getting 1,000 calories extra is if you're just on the verge of throwing up while you're eating. So this is the problem. If you're eating in severe caloric excess, you're going to be eating shit calories because nutrient dense food getting 3,000 calories or 3,500 is a literal fucking nightmare. So you're better off. All you really need if you're eating nutrient dense food is a few hundred calories in a surplus. It just takes time, and people aren't consistent enough. People are not consistent enough, period. This is pillar number 7. But when you're only in, let's say, 300 or 400 calories of a surplus, let's just say, or you're a couple hundred, the consistency that you need day in and day out with all your habits, with all your food, everything, with your training, the consistency and the religious nature of executing that every day to see progress is so fine-tuned. Most people are going to be nowhere near the ability to make progress like that. People are eating a lot on one day. They're not eating enough. They're skipping training days. They're not getting sleep one night. They're getting more sleep the another night. So they might be in 300 calorie surplus, but they're dealing with inflammation and cortisol levels. They're just inconsistent. So they're not going to see the progress. Plus it takes a long time. It'll take weeks or months to see that incremental couple pounds of lean mass without putting on tons of body fat. And most people are nowhere near consistent enough to do it properly like that. If you are doing it that consistent, you will see progress. But a lot of people just eat in a caloric surplus, like 1,000 calories, and they're like, hey, I gained weight on a scale. Yeah, but it's mostly water and fat. So it really depends on where you're starting from. So yeah, diet soda is literal fucking trash. So if he drinks a lot of that, if he promotes that shit, then there's my point entirely. I don't watch his stuff, but if he's doing calories in, calories out and drinking diet soda, and that's fucking terrible shit. All right. Tyler, what are the most overrated exercises in my opinion? I don't think there are overrated exercises. I think it just depends on what the person's trying to accomplish, proper form, and how that integrates into a program. Because there are certain exercises that are, maybe not commonly done, but can be exactly what an individual needs. So I don't think there's overrated exercises as much as there's incorrect form and there's suboptimal form, but it's like tools in a toolbox. So if any of you are a mechanic or you have like a tool shed or something like that, you might have a tool that you used one time. You bought it at Home Depot or Lowe's or something, you used it once for a job, and now it's collecting dust for 5 years. But if you ever need it again, it's there. So it's a really valuable tool for the task that you used it for. For day to day, what do you need? WD-40, duct tape, a screwdriver, right? Or a hammer. You need a couple things for most issues. But every once in a while, you need a specialty tool. So is that tool overrated? No, it's just specific for a task. So I don't think you can really gauge that. If you have someone that's trying to, bulk like crazy X, Y, and Z, and you have someone doing like speed curls, it's like, okay, that's not, there's always an application. So it really depends on the context. Wax, Papa looking sexy as fuck in your new apparel videos. Oh, shucks. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I think it's the apparel. Frank, is it okay to have a drink or two while trying to lose weight? Okay is a very vague concept. Is it okay? Do I approve? I mean, it's really none of my business, is it? Alcohol is really bad for the body, objectively. Causes like inflammation, swelling in the brain. And you can listen to some podcasts. I think Andrew Huberman did some episodes recently about alcohol. Like it's really bad for the body. There's really no benefit to it. But people have been drinking it for thousands of years. And, some people make the argument, well, 1,000 years ago, everyone was drinking wine, X, Y, and Z. Yeah, well, they had shit water. That's why they fermented alcohol, because they wouldn't get poisoned and die from standing water in a well. So that's why even children were drinking alcohol. Everyone was drinking alcohol because the only thing that didn't kill people. You drank water that was dirty and had, flies or eggs or whatever and bacteria in it. Yeah, people were getting sick. So everyone drank alcohol until they learned how to boil water and shit like that. So is it okay? Well, I mean, the problem is most people drink at night, which negatively affects quality of sleep, which elevates cortisol levels. Alcohol inhibits and negatively affects muscle repair. Like I said, sleep quality. Having a drink or two, like going out once in a while, if you go and have a drink, I mean, if you have gluten and you have a gluten intolerance, you could have a really rough evening. But once in a while, if you're out and you have a glass of wine you're with friends or something like that, and you have one and you're someone that can tolerate it, I mean, is that going to ruin years of hard work? Like, of course not. I just don't personally prefer it. I don't like the taste anymore. Mama Swole and I were just talking. We have a whole corner where I like cigars, but we have the cigar, bar and all this, a nice little setup over there. We're going to remove it. I'm putting a kettlebell rack there because we don't drink. We're going to take all the bottles and probably put them in a closet somewhere because we don't use it. It's just taking up space. We have all these glasses hanging and it looks nice, but we don't use it. We set it up and then we don't use it. So it's, who does that have to look nice for? No one. So we'll put those whiskey bottles somewhere in the cabinet, and it's just taking up space that we can use for things that do get used all the time. So, okay, you don't need my permission, but just, understand what you're doing, and would the future you or the you tomorrow regret that decision? I just personally am not interested in drinking in that feeling and having the shits or having a headache the next day. It's enough for me to stay hydrated with how much I sweat and sauna and training. It's like, I don't need alcohol. TCAP, I tried the Coach Greg way. Never again. Shit made me hungry all the time. I lost 10 to 15 pounds, but I was always hungry. What were you doing? A caloric deficit or just eating nutrient void foods? If you eat nutrient dense foods, you're not going to be hungry, right? You guys know that. Lindsay Riley, I find I can't drink alcohol anymore. I had a small glass of champagne when I helped my sister and her husband move. Holy heck, I was hit hard with the sugar and felt so tipsy. Yeah, champagne's also not your average alcohol. That really fucks people up. Frank, just like some rye whiskey occasionally. Well, I mean, I have scotch. So if I had anything to drink, I have scotch. And I have all these different, Glenlivet, Lagavulin. I have Blue Label. I have a bunch of stuff over there. I don't even know, actually. Like Glenfiddich, maybe. I forget what bottles are over there. Maybe I'll take a picture at some point. I just don't have it. Since I've been here, we've been here for a year and a half. And I think Mama Solio's brother was over here one time. I don't know if it was his birthday or mine, because he had got me some whiskey glasses. I had like a little bit, like a finger or two of Blue Label. I didn't even finish it. And this was like over a year ago. And it's not that like, oh my God, I can't drink and I want it. No. If I want it, I would have it. I just have no interest in doing it. Papa Swole, what brand of coffee do you drink? I think it's called Wells. We get it from, it's locally roasted. But I think we get it from Whole Foods, but because they distribute the Whole Foods locally. I think it's called that. I'm in Florida, though. Tyler, Papa Swolio, do you think people use the term refeed as an excuse to binge and crash? Oh, of course. Also, is it optimal to have a refeed? If you're starving yourself, you need nutrition. You don't need to refeed if you're actually eating real food. So yeah, of course, this kind of binging and purging is built into the fitness quote industry. So people do this dieting thing where they pretend like, or I don't know, they eat chicken and broccoli. It's bland, nasty shit. No wonder people want to have a cheat meal. If you're eating chicken and broccoli and you think that's what you have to do to eat, fuck. No wonder people are like, well, I deserve my cheat meal. Your body deserves nutrition, not bland food and eating, I don't know, fucking trees. So people use the term refeed as an excuse to, of course, overconsume and eat food that's actually tasty, which usually has a lot of fats. Unfortunately, people usually binge eat on polyunsaturated fatty acids and, of course, vegetable oils, canola, safflower, sunflower, rapeseed oil, and all those things, rather than eating nutrient-dense food. So I don't have to refeed because I eat real food. I feed. I don't have to refeed. Or if I fast a little bit, then I actually eat. Shocker. If I need to eat food, I eat food. Hell, who would have thought?
Matt Damon.
Who would have thought? If you're hungry, you eat food. Shocker. Refeed. It's so weird. Refeed. What the fuck am I doing every time I eat? Unfeeding? Oh, I have to refeed. Yeah, okay. If you're starving yourself, you just need to feed. The only reason you need to refeed is because you're eating shit that's not giving you food. You're giving you nutrition. You're not feeding yourself. You're underfeeding yourself. You're not eating nutrient-dense food. All right, let's get into some balls deep content. Good shit. Hey-o. That's deep. Oh, I hope you like it. We didn't talk about that yet. I forgot. We're already in balls deep, and I didn't even remind everyone. Fam, Overtime should be available now inside Swole TV. Yesterday was awesome. So the bonus segment that we do every Friday is available in Swole TV. Overtime was lit. That's right. DeLauer's Dry Fasting. That was an old DWG from like 2018. Oh, my God. Fucking idiots. Fucking tards. And while we're here, reminder, go to papaswolio.com for all apparel. Use code DailySwole for 10% off. Look at this design.
You lose.
No, wrong button. You don't lose. You fucking win. America, baby. I want you to be swole. Check these all out and so much more. The brand new drops. Remember the swole pronouns. He swole and she swole. Make sure you check that out so you can offend at your convenience. Make sure you check out the stickers and all that good shit and wear that around someone who will cry like a little bitch when they see that. Oh my God, my feelings. And not only fuck your feelings, but fuck your pumpkin spice. Use code DailySwole for 10% off over there at papaswolio.com. We have amazing flags too. We got amazing flags. Check out all those flags, all those designs. I don't even have it here. I'm using this mug. I forgot to bring it out. I just got the fuck your pumpkin spice mug in too. So I just love this mug. The Go the Fucking Gym mug is epic. But I did get the fuck your pumpkin spice and I washed it and I forgot to bring it here on the show. So, oh, well. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. Fuck your pumpkin spice. Let's see. Oh, Rufus, he is really getting around over here. He's getting around. Nicely done.
You switch the samples.
All right. All right, Rufus. Rufus is all sleeping like a little baby over there. All right, fam. Let's play a little balls deep bingo, shall we? Let's get into it. We got a couple of videos, so drop a number 1, 2, or 3 in the comments, and we just need to set some rules. So when you are picking your 3 bingo squares, you only use 1 for physical attributes. The other 2 can be things that they're going to complain about. So if you want to say purple hair, you want to say septum piercing, that's fine, but you can only do 1 physical attribute. Okay, 1 physical attribute, and then 2 other things that this person's going to be bitching and moaning about. All right. Yeah, no taint. He's changing it up. He's really mixing it up. No taint today. No taint. His taint is hidden. His taint is over there somewhere, but you can't see it. All right, balls deep. It's balls deep bingo.
The attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
All right, let's go with number 3. Let's go with TCAP. First to the game, first to the board. Number 3, fat phobia, septum, and oppression. Fat phobia, septum, and oppression. Number 3. The title of this video happens to be I don't know if that's, I can't tell if it's a septum. There's definitely piercings going on. You might have missed the septum, so it's not going to count. Let's see. Why don't you want to lose weight? Here we go. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Probably a huge pile of dookie. Let's see what we got here. All right. Fat phobia, septum, and oppression. Let's see what we got.
I've literally been thinking about this question all day.
It is a septum piercing.
I have so many thoughts about it. Content warning for discussions of weight loss and eating disorders. I am going to assume that you are asking in good faith, although a lot of people don't really ask this in good faith, but I'm going to interpret this as if it is.
Oh,
I did want to lose weight for a really long time, ever since I really gained weight. I didn't grow up fat. That was not, my lived experience. I was a straight-sized person until a couple of years after I graduated high school, and I started a medication that the side effect was weight gain.
And straight-sized. It doesn't exist straight-sized. Either you're fat or you're not fat. Straight-sized has nothing to do with what you suck or what you fuck. There's no such thing as straight-sized. You mean healthy? You mean not fat? Not obese? Okay.
I hated those changes when they were happening. I hated how I looked. I really did. So I did try to lose weight for a long time.
Drew Carey looking rough.
And that kind of snowballed into an eating disorder. So I was really starving myself to the point where my hair was falling out. I was tired all the time. I don't know how I passed my classes, honestly. And I did lose weight for a time. Not very much in the grand scheme of things. And
because you're extremely unhealthy and starving yourself. So are you saying that weight loss is bad because you did it horrifically? You did everything wrong for your health? And because you lost a little bit of weight, it was automatically bad because you were trashing your health? Okay.
It was not long-lived because as most attempts with weight loss go, I gained it all back and then some. And I realized that this cycle that I was in made me deeply, deeply unhappy, very mentally ill. And so I decided for my own mental and physical health that I was not going to try to lose weight anymore. I was done. And I can tell you right now that I feel better about that decision every single day. I don't hate myself anymore. I really don't. I don't hate the way I look, and I don't hate how my body is. Sometimes, things come up. People are rude to me about it, or I get medical discrimination, things that, are still really upsetting. But I recognize now that that is not my fault, and that
it literally is your fault. It literally is your fault. You're not taking care of your health. So, yeah. The consequences are your fault. It's called cause and effect. You do bad things, eating garbage, not exercising, blah, blah. Outcomes aren't going to be good. Okay? Okay?
There's not really anything that I could do to stop that from happening. That's, other people's problem, not mine. And I could go into the science of weight loss and how it doesn't really work for anybody, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to tell you about my own.
Yeah, but I'm not going to. I could go into the science, which doesn't exist, about how weight loss doesn't work. Weight loss works. Fat loss works. Are you telling me that good habits don't work? That's fucking stupid. That's retarded. Okay? That really is. I got a soundboard for that.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Except you. Everyone except you. So I would get into the science, but hey, there really isn't any, so I'm just going to move on and just pretend like it exists, even though I'm not going to address it. So, nice.
Personal experience. I feel so much better
Hold on
mentally
a second.
and physically.
Hold on.
And how it doesn't really work for anybody, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to tell you about my own personal experience.
Everyone has a personal experience. It really is the least effective way of communicating any kind of truth. Well, this is what happened to me, so this is the way it is. Okay.
I feel so much better mentally and physically ever since I stopped trying to lose weight. And so that is what is healthiest for me, and that's what I'm going to keep doing.
You're confusing healthiest for you with not adding a challenge to your life. You're confusing healthiest for you. You're conflating healthiest for you with, oh, I'm not doing something that is challenging for me, or I'm not doing something that is uncomfortable for me, or I'm not doing anything that challenges my current habits. I'm not pursuing something that is just difficult. So it's easy to say, this is what's healthiest for me. It's not healthy for you. Being obese is not healthy for you. So you're still currently unhealthy. You're just trying to play this linguistic jujitsu in order to justify not changing because it's hard. And you didn't do it right, obviously. Tell me she was eating grass-fed beef and exercising and getting sunlight and practicing yoga and meditating. Like, fuck out of here. Come on. You didn't do it right. You didn't do it right. Join the fam. SwoleNumberSex.com will help you do it right. You're welcome. We'll welcome you with open arms. Like, really wide arms. Okay. All right. Heidi, my own personal experience, I tried. Oh, really tiny Texas. Heidi says, my own personal experience, I tried. I kept trying. I still try every day. I'm down over 230 pounds. And it keeps coming off. And I keep getting healthier. She's doing it wrong. No shit. Good for you. Good for you, Heidi. Thank you for... This is healthier for me. It's not. It's not healthier for you. It's just easier. It's easier to change your hashtags, easier to virtue signal on TikTok and change your hashtags and get this bullshit community of bots and, I don't know, other pathetic people that TikTok is very adept at matching people up with than actually changing your habits. It's easier to change your hashtags than it is to change your habits. We need to put that on a shirt. I've been saying that for a long time. It's the best quote ever. It's easier to change your hashtags than your habits. That's why you're fat. Let's go with... All right, Twisted Yoga Girl, number 1, thin privilege, colorful hair. Colorful hair and diet culture. It's pretty close. It's pretty close to the same thing. Holy shit. Well, not all of them. You didn't get all of them, but there might be one of them there.
What's in the box?
All right, thin privilege, colorful hair, diet culture.
Since people absolutely love to comment on my posts how mad they are when I come up with videos complaining about being plus size, I'm gonna make this video about things I'm grateful for being plus size. First thing.
Oh, I'm gonna stop this right here. Let me get the duck ready. I'm about to lose my fucking mind. She might make me moose too. All right, Howard, let's fucking go. Oh my God, she's gonna talk about the positive sides of being plus size. Like, you're almost pretty too. God, all you have to do is stop eating so much shit.
People absolutely love to comment on my posts how mad they are when I come up with videos complaining about being plus size. I'm gonna make this video about things I'm grateful for being plus size.
Things that she's grateful for being plus sized. You ready for this? Things she's grateful for. Here are the things I'm grateful for being obese. Here are the things I'm grateful for carrying around an extra human or two. This video should stop right now. Here's a list of all things I'm grateful for being plus sized. Dun 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 dun. That's it.
What is the best move to silence a woman?
Before we move on to it, because I'm going to lose my shit, I appreciate the super chat. Thank you, Don Creep. Don Creep. Oh, look at that anime. Holy titty tatters. My goodness. This shit's getting out of control. Pretty sweet timing on this stream. Been viewing you for a few weeks now. Just download the 7 pillars, and I just got home from a personal best at the gym too. Thank you so much for the super chat. Not required. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Don. Don Creep.
First things first, I am so glad that I get to weed out the absolute assholes in the dating pool that only want you for your body.
Matt Damon.
Everyone just wants you for your body. It's called first impressions. I'm glad I get to weed out all the assholes in the dating pool who just want you for your body, aka people don't think I'm attractive, so I'm going to pretend like I'm doing well by eliminating them. They're eliminating you. They're like, nope, they're swiping left all day. All day. They're swiping left all fucking day. I got to play that again. That's stupid. All fucking day. The assholes that only want you for your body, I'll tell you, I'll tell you, I used to be on Tinder. And let me tell you, I didn't swipe right on anyone that I didn't want to fuck. No one does. This person sounds and she looks like she has a great personality. Said no one ever. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're.
What are you looking at, butthead?
Jesus Christ. She just said that.
First things first, I'm so glad that I get to weed out the absolute assholes in the dating pool that only want you for your body.
Those assholes that only want to, those assholes that aren't attracted to obesity. Oh, those assholes that are actually attracted to healthy people. No. I can't get past this part. I can't get past this. That's a soundboard. I got to put that in the soundboard folder. I got to rip that. Jesus Christ. I need more soundboards for all the stupid. Here we go.
So great to know that. Number 2, my bank account thanks me for putting on these pounds because I don't spend any money at Aritzia, garage, anything like that. I cannot fit into anything remotely even close there.
What are those clothing brands? Aritzia or Garage? What the fuck is that? Man, I'm getting old. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what that is. So your bank account thanks you, but you're spending it all on food. So there's that. There's that. There's also that.
A jelly donut?
Jesus Christ. My bank account thanks me because I can't buy clothes that... What? Okay. It doesn't even make any sense. Oh, you're lying out your... You are reaching on this one. You're reaching on all of these. There's no benefits. 0 benefits to being obese. 0 benefits to being obese. 0. None. Aside from maybe some bone density, because if you actually are able to stand, your body is just fighting the laws of gravity. But that's like literally the only thing. I mean, you might get a free, you get a free meal at the Heart Attack Grill in Vegas or something, right? Okay. Oh my God, the stupid is overwhelming. It's overwhelming. I shop at Home Depot. Those aren't caftans. Those are tarps.
Fit into anything remotely even close there. Number 3, when I go out in public, I get so much attention, especially when I'm wearing something revealing. If I went out like this, the amount of attention I would get make me feel like a celebrity. Kylie Jenner who?
Now I know you'd love to just sit there and keep being not slim, but we gotta work a little today, okay?
Emotional damage!
You're not getting attention for your cleavage. People are looking at you and what you're wearing, and they're thinking,
What the fuck is that?
Fam.
Number 4, I just love missing out on job opportunities because I'm fat. Like, I could never serve at a high-end, classy restaurant because apparently having stomach fat is not seen as classy or attractive.
That's why you don't have people swiping right on the dating apps. It's not, why would obesity be looked at as classy or attractive? It's not attractive. Going back to your first point, people aren't, they're swiping the other direction. They're swiping left on you. They're not assholes. They're not attracted to you. Those aren't assholes in the dating pool. I'm not an asshole. Well, you might think I'm an asshole. I don't give a fuck. We're not together for a reason. Okay. I wouldn't swipe right. I would immediately swipe left. I'd be like, this app is broken. The algorithm is broken. It'd be the fastest left swipe in history. I'm not saying this to be rude. It's just a fact. I'm not lying. If I saw you on Tinder, I would barely register your face before I was on to the next thing. Again, I'm not saying that to be mean. That's just a literal truth. That's a fact. You can say that's mean. Okay. You might look at me like I don't like guys with beards and long hair that are fucking yoked. Okay. Swipe left. It's all good. It's all good. My opinions are offensive, but yours are okay. Okay. So you just called a bunch of guys assholes for not being attracted to you. But I'm an asshole for telling you I would swipe the fuck left. Oh my God. You just sound like an annoying, full of it person. You're full of more than just blood sugar. Okay, let's...
So there you go, to everybody who's been complaining that all I do is complain. Well, here you go.
They're complaining for a reason, because all you do is complain, and now you're just lying to yourself and everyone else. So, yeah. All right. I didn't even use Howard. I don't have anything.
Chicks will dig you, or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
Oh, okay.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
Jesus Christ. Your attitude sucks. Fam, we got one more. So you don't have to pick a number. Drop your attributes, one physical attribute, and then two other things that the annoying person's complaining about. We don't have an official prize yet, but you'll be on the list and you'll get the prize. I have some ideas. We're going to put it together. So for people that win Swole Bingo, you're going to get like a little special something. Just saying. So just give us time. Give us time. I want to do it right. What the fuck just happened? Does anyone know what just happened? That was insane. Anytime you start off a video, hey, here are some things that I'm glad to be obese for. You know it's going downhill real fast. You know it's not going to end well. You can't do that. There is no benefit. So as you experienced, that was a huge shit sandwich. Okay. Oh my God. All right. Let's see. Let's go. Frank, we got piercing, fat phobia, and racism. Well, I think you probably got one because the title of this video is justifying fat phobia. So let's hear if it's stated. But good for you, Frank. All right, here we go. Piercing, fat phobia, and racism.
What's in the box?
This one's called justifying fat phobia. The piercing potential is high. Are we talking septum, right? Gotta be specific of that piercing.
I find it really funny that
She's
people
got a
justify
piercing.
fat phobia by saying, oh my God, I care about your health. You'll never live past the age of 30. Why are you so anxious to get old? I don't want to live past the age of 50.
Okay, bro is really pushing here. Not you, Frank. This thing. Hey, you guys. What the fuck? You don't want to live past... I'm gonna start that over again.
I find it really funny that people justify fat phobia by saying, oh my God, I care about your health.
Baby Ruth.
You'll never live past the age of 30. Why are you so anxious to get old? I don't want to live past the age of 50.
You won't.
If your 70, 80-year-old ass wants to usher in the apocalypse, by all means, do so. But that's not me. I'm going to eat whatever the fuck I want. I'm going to smoke my 80 cigarettes a day, and I'm going to drink whiskey like a horse.
So that answers the voice thing. I'm going to smoke my 80 cigarettes a day.
I'm just going to be a drain on the failing tax system anyways.
Taxation is theft. You're definitely a drain on the system. It's more about the medical system. But hey. So am I paying for your unemployment? Is that what's going on here? Yay, communism.
Well, you'll have to survive the fall of money, the fall of society, the fall of government.
The fall of money. Yeah, that's happened a long time ago. That's a long time ago. But that's where we have Bitcoin. So
This will be dust. Rain will be fire. No fish in the sea, no birds in the sky, no bees. Damn, fuck the bees. All your meat's gonna be plant-based, so shit, I'm gonna eat my juicy, carb-loaded, fat-loaded burger while I can. Because life is short, and climate change is forever.
Yeah, well, the climate always changes. So you're talking about weather. Everyone's like, oh my God, this stuff is drying up. It's like, yeah, it's summer. It's hot as fuck. But this is what the earth does. It goes through cycles. So what we need to do is drill, motherfucker, drill for more oil. And that way we can create more technology, maintain our way of life, and, improve the livelihood of people around the world and bring everyone up to speed. And, with technology, we will be able to navigate the changing world that is always changing and always dynamic. But no, let's knock everyone back to the Stone Age right now. Fuck everyone. Fuck those Sri Lankans. Fuck India. Fuck Africa. Let's go. America, by the way, you can't plug in your Teslas until 6 p.m., right? 6 p.m. You know that. I know. Well, we're going to tell you when to drive and how to drive. So make sure your virtue signaling is not going to get you very far. Is it now? There's a lot to unpack there. But this person is uniquely responsible. She is personally responsible for raising the temperature like 0.0001 degrees. She is. Fat people have a lot more emissions, by the way, creating a lot more waste, a lot more pollution, a drain on the system. It's true. Don't be a drain on the system. Be a useful part of society. Jesus Christ, Elizabeth, good God, can I trade her to get my husband back? Fucking hell. That's heavy shit, but that's like playing checkers, right? King me? I'd sign off on that. That was intense. She is what happens when you watch too much MSNBC. No shit. If fertilizer wouldn't be this problem with fertilizer, if we're not starting wars internationally, right? By creating, by sending money and arms to Ukraine and to Taiwan and shit. If we're not trying to perpetuate World War III, thanks, Grandpa.
Come on, man.
For destroying our country in such a short period of time. Could you at least have stretched it out over a few years? Regenerative agriculture. Actually, if you didn't know, cows take huge fucking shits that actually return nitrogen to the soil. It's actually a natural fertilizer. So regenerative agriculture, if we weren't pumping out so much corn and soy and fucking dog farts, bro, what in the shit? Oh my God. Oh God, it stinks. Oh, Jesus Christ, it stinks. Oh, holy hell, it stinks.
Crucifixion is good. Out of the door, line on the left, one cross each.
Oh, it stinks. I threw the duck on the ground. Oh, it stinks. Oh. Holy Christ. God, it's so hot in here. Dog farts were a bad choice. Oh my God. Or is that you? She looks dead. She's laying on her back with her feet in the air, sticking up straight. I don't know who ripped ass. Maybe it was me. I don't know. Maybe it was me. No, it wouldn't smell like that. I would like it. This is not possible. It is not possible for that to smell that bad. How is that possible? We eat the same food. That is insane. That is fucking insane. There's no reason for that. That is not right. Oh, the moose actually smelled pretty good. It smells like dog hair and popcorn. What is happening here? Ooh. I need to get that split unit in here. It's so fucking hot doing the podcast later in the day. It's so hot in here. Oh, God. All right, we got to wrap this up because I'm about to vomit. Fam, that's true. No, Pinkston eats iguana shit. I have to make sure that I'm on top of her because she'll just run outside and eat shit. And a lot of times I looked it up and it's, they might be not getting proper nutrition. Oh, she eats plenty. She just loves eating poop. It's no good. It's not cool. Don't look at me like that. You're cute. You're eating shit. She's always eating shit. Why do you eat iguana shit? You're so cute, but it's such a weird fetish. Why do you do that? Tell the fam. Tell them. Tell them. Tell them why you do it. Tell them why you do it. Now you don't know? Oh, now you're speechless? You do smell. Don't lick my face. You eat shit with that mouth. Ew. She doesn't like the beard, though. You're so cute, though. Okay, you're so cute. Everyone's getting a bath today. Everyone's getting a bath. He's getting... Tainty Man's getting a bath. Church is getting a bath. Everyone's getting a bath. Everyone's getting a bath. She's so innocent. Yeah. What are you doing now? Rufus, what are you doing? Rufus. Hey. Rufus, what are you doing? He's completely out. Everyone's out. All right, let's give away this Swole card. It's an amazing day. You think she farted? Maybe she did. It's possible. It's possible. Too cute. Stinks. Stinks. Nice. Good. Oh, figures. Probably one of the most prominent Swole sluts we have in the fam, Lacey Hughes. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Lacey is a filthy Swole slut. So it works. It's the perfect win. Congratulations, Lacey. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 2311 in the subject and your mailing address in the body of the email. We'll send you this card right along. All right, we'll take some soundboard requests. Congratulations, Lacey. Fuck yeah. Let's take some soundboard requests. Some piano cock is coming up momentarily, and tomorrow we have Ask Papa Swole Live. Lots of questions tomorrow. Remember, submit your question. You can call in and leave a question. Go to askpapaswole.com and leave that question, because tomorrow we'll be taking all of them. We'll be taking all of it deep. Super deep. 60% of the time, I got you, Vin.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Got you, son.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Little Will Ferrell. Let's see what I got here. Oh, I got one.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
No, I don't have Biden's latest speech. My God. The Mein Kampf speech? I don't have that yet.
You can be fat and be healthy. I'm sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
Hadouken! I got hairy legs. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
Well, folks, eliminate one tax loophole out of $1.6 trillion worth. $1.4 trillion worth. Out of $1.4 billion.
We choose truth over facts. Loud noises!
The knowledge cock. Oh, yeah, baby. Got to reel that baby back in. Fuck yeah. Ah, got that. Fam, the knowledge cock is locked and loaded and ready for tomorrow's show. Fam, it was a great man cast. I appreciate you being here. Episode 2311 in the books. Tomorrow, Ask Papa Swole live for 2312. And remember, head on over to swolenormousx.com to join the fam today. Join us, and you'll get access to all the private live streams. So not only that, remember, not just tomorrow for Ask Papa Swole live, but Monday we have our accountability meeting at 12 noon Eastern time. We also have I'm just gonna tell you right now, because now's the time to join the fam, because you'll be there for Monday's accountability meeting, and also we have a roundtable coming up this Thursday. So if you're listening for a month, hopefully all right, everyone pay attention. If you've been listening to this show or watching this show for years and you haven't joined, what the fuck are you doing? There's no excuse for that. Years, months. I understand a couple days or a couple weeks, it's different. It's new. But man, if you've been listening to the show for a while, now's the time to join. Get access to all the private live streams, because that's the fucking tits. The roundtable is epic. The Monday accountability meetings are awesome with new releases. And we're coming up on Fuck Your Resolution season. So now's the time to join. Check us out, swolenormousx.com. And of course, all the apparel over there at papaswolio.com. So fam, thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGee, Stoops, Magoose, your boy Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing, like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element.